click is all it takes to lose everything.
We are in a cyber war. You can either be a defendant or you can be a victim.
Data protection is coming. If you're a business owner, you better be prepared, because by the time the United States and other governments pass these laws, it'll be too little too late to act. I will tell you, earlier this year, the European Union gave a really big punch to not only the United States, but the rest of the world with GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation. Now, some of you might have heard about it, others haven't, but basically what GDPR says is for any EU citizen, any citizen of the European Union, if their information is stored even on servers in the United States, the data has to be protected, be secure. They have a right to make sure it's accurate. And probably the big one with GDPR is the right to be forgotten. That if you go back and say, I don't want to do business with you, please delete my information, they have the ability to securely remove it. And I'll tell you, that's what the United States and other governments need to do. Because let me just be honest with you. This game that's being played in Washington right now isn't helping us. Essentially what happens is there aren't any laws that hold companies accountable for not having good cybersecurity. So now you have Facebook and all these other companies have major breaches, 50+ million records. Maybe the CEO, like with Mark Zuckerberg, gets called to Congress, but essentially they get a slap on their hand, they get to continue doing what they're doing, big tech wins, and you and me get punished for that. Because guess what? My information from OPM, my personal data from when I had security clearances, is now in the hands of the enemy. When we had Equifax, my social security number is now in the hands of the Russians. When we went and had all these other breaches, we're the ones that are victim, and I'm tired of it, and you should be tired of it. The United States needs to stop playing politics and either embrace GDPR or come up with something very similar very quickly, because companies that are entrusted with their information yet not protecting it need to be fined, need to be punished, and need to have action taken against it. But that means you as a company, because the United States is getting a lot of pressure, they're going to probably either adapt or pass a general data protection regulation very quickly, which means by the time it gets passed, you won't have enough time to respond. So here's what you have to work on over the next 6 months. What is your critical data? What is personally identifiable information? Where is it located? And how are you protecting and securing it? Now, I know those questions might seem simple, but many companies can't answer them. If you're in business, if you have people's information, you must absolutely know what the data is, where it's located, how it's protected, and if you start taking a data-centric approach to security, you will win. And then when GDPR or any other regulation comes down the pike, not only will you be protected, but your customers, your employees, and everybody you serve will also be safe. And if you need more information, please go to secureanchor.com. I have a great white paper. I wrote it just for you right at the top of the page. Sign up, download that. Let me know how you can help, because I'm on a mission and I want you to join me in making cyberspace a safe place to live, work, and raise a family.